Marvel Rivals took the gaming community by storm by not only featuring beloved Marvel characters but also by being incredibly fun to play. But why is it really this good, and how does it compare to the former giant hero shooter Overwatch? In today's video we will go over just that. Marvel Rivals released globally not too long ago on December 6, 2024. The game is essentially a hero shooter that plays extremely similar to Overwatch, with many characters having directly copied kits and similar playstyles, like Star-Lord being Tracer, Squirrel Girl being Junkrat, Punisher a mix of Bastion and Soldier, and Scarlet Witch being Moira, and so on and so forth. This allowed previous players of Overwatch to easily start playing Rivals and being familiar with it from the get-go. This easy accessibility is one of the many ingredients Rivals uses for its recipe of success. Next is generally the popularity of hero shooters in today's time. Overwatch, Team Fortress 2, Rainbow Six Siege, Paladins, and many more are names you surely have heard before, and it's no secret that all those games were incredibly popular in their prime and are still popular today. The best of which was Concord, of course. As we all know and love, peak game couldn't be better. Next is the fact that it's simply free with no strings attached. You can download it today, play it, and play all the characters in the game. This sounds simple, but it baffles me on how many games get this wrong. Overwatch 2 is also free to play, but some characters are locked behind a battle pass grindfest for some reason. Same in Multiversus, because a large reason as to why that game died is because of its locked character roster. You had like 3 characters and had to grind immensely to unlock new ones. This just ruins the fun of these games. Next is, in my opinion, the style of the game. It has a very distinct cartoon art style, so that when you look at this game, you immediately know it's Marvel Rivals. And the character select screen on the characters tab is super stylized, because when you hover over the characters, they pop out with a cool animation. But not only that, the in-game UI is very clean and easy to understand, and the chaos streaks are also in the same comic book art style, although the voice chat symbols are kinda not working. The game is also beautiful because of its usage of Unreal Engine 5, which usually is a major red flag for optimization. But in this case, it's really not that bad, although I still have seen people not being able to run this game, while they can run Overwatch smoothly, for example. Running on the lowest settings, this game still looks incredibly good, but I can understand why some people simply can't play this game because of optimization. Next, of course, is the gameplay, which, like I said before, is very accessible to previous players of Overwatch since the character kits are similar to it. The characters also vary in difficulty, with characters being categorized in stars, 1 being the easiest to play and 5 the hardest. This way, new players can learn the game by choosing easier characters while still having fun at the game and not making it feel like the boot camp. Another reason as to why the gameplay is so fun and refreshing is because the balance in this game is completely off at the moment. Every character is so overtuned and are all way too strong.
Pump. Got in things. Had him dead. Nice.
Holy shit.
Except for Black Widow. Bro, what even is this? But it makes it really fun as well. You can make some crazy solo plays, but also combine ultimates in order to get the most out of them. Not all the abilities are just like in Overwatch though. There are some unique abilities like Doctor Strange's portal, which makes for some really unique moments where you and your comrades drop on the point like the Sorcerers dropped into the Shinjuku Showdown. Even funnier is when Jeff the Landshark gets a team kill out of nowhere. This game can be really unpredictable sometimes. Another reason for the game's success is the massive popularity on social media, since a lot of clips are shared with cool plays including Jeff the Landshark and his iconic singing. Or Luna Snow's theme song.
I am ready to put on a show!
The game has already established a great community, and that is reassuring to see. Now let's compare all this to Overwatch. Overwatch has been in a decline since many years at this point. The game's popularity was very low even before Overwatch 2 released, because of a content drought after Echo's release, and of course Jeff Kaplan leaving Blizzard. Then Overwatch 2 became a thing, and the entire world had eyes on Overwatch 2 for a brief period, but not exactly because of it being good. It was an absolute disaster of a game. Overwatch 2's original premise was not to replace Overwatch 1, but to coexist with it and bring a PvE campaign to the game. The main selling point was nowhere to be found in the original release though, and it turns out the dev team completely ditched the idea. Later, they introduced some PvE missions locked behind the battle pass, which were all massively downgraded versions of what they had originally promised. So what we had with Overwatch 2's release was essentially a release of Overwatch 1 in a new coat of paint, and what I mean by coat of paint is a microtransaction update. In Overwatch 1, you could get every single item for free in the game through loot boxes. Although some people dislike loot boxes, in Overwatch they were in my opinion completely fine. You regularly got legendary skins out of them, and they were easily farmable through little grind. Overwatch 2 essentially locks every cosmetic behind the paywall now. I mean, you can farm it, but it's so incredibly difficult that it would take you 5 years to unlock all cosmetics for one hero if you don't spend your credits on anything else. And someone on Reddit calculated that by the time you have everything for one hero in Overwatch, you could have 2 accounts with every cosmetic in Overwatch 1. And also I read like you need 350 years in order to get every single cosmetic in Overwatch 2 for free. 350 years, bro. You need to, like, your next 10 generations need to farm on your account to get all the cosmetics. That is absolutely insane and just puts the perspective of how greedy Blizzard got with Overwatch 2. Also, the beloved 6v6 of Overwatch has been reduced to 5v5, with many heroes' kit being overworked to work better solo instead of working in a team, destroying the entire purpose of the hero shooter to begin with. It's a completely different game now, not in a good way, and in my opinion, it deserves every little bit of it dying. Overwatch used to be great, but now it's just a shell of its former self. Overwatch 2 being incredibly boring and basically on the verge of dying, Marvel Rivals came to be and filled that market gap. And that's how Marvel Rivals absolutely dominated Overwatch. If you like this video, I'd really appreciate a like, and if you want to see more videos like these, then please drop a sub. I want to try to expand my content to flat screen games instead of just VR, because of how stale VR has been lately, and I think it's a good idea to have a little more variety on the channel. Until next time, bye bye.